Taylor Anderson's story shows just how difficult it can be to find loved ones in the middle of this disaster. David Meltzer of the American Red Cross joins us now this morning with more on that. As we just heard from in Nancy's piece, and we heard from the Andersons, they do seem remarkably upbeat. They are clearly focused in this search. But when you hear what has happened, it begs the question, how does this happen, this misinformation?
Well, when you realize we're dealing with not one but two and even three terrible disasters, one of which is still unfolding, and you have close to 500,000 people are homeless. So we are seeing what the military calls the fog of war, the fog of disaster, and maintaining contact with people when communications lines is always very difficult following a disaster.
So is that what you would say is the biggest challenge, is the communication or lack thereof?
It is, unfortunately, and we live in a very technologically dependent society. So when the phone lines go down, when the cell towers go down, we see many cases of people unable to locate missing loved ones.
So when that happens, what is the best strategy for someone trying to locate a loved one?
Well, the best strategy is go online. You can go to redcross.org and you will see a number of phone numbers. The State Department maintains a phone number for looking for U.S. citizens. There are various websites such as icrc.org, Family Links, where people can register, I'm looking for someone, and also see who is registered by the ICRC as well as many other organizations.
There's been some question about, whether the American Red Cross would be in there or should be in there on the ground helping to look for people. Where does that situation stand right now?
Right now we have the Red Cross, the Japanese Red Cross, is actively looking for people, including Ms. Anderson. The Japanese Red Cross has 2 million volunteers. They speak Japanese, they understand the culture, and they are already on the ground helping to reunite families such as Ms. Anderson. So searches are underway. And
they're the best prepared, especially in that region. We heard her parents say they tried to go. They were trying to get to Japan, and they were told pretty strongly they should not. Is that what you would say to any family thinking, you know what, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to start this search myself?
We so much understand the compelling need for people to go and do everything possible, and it's human nature. But really, if you don't speak the language, if you don't understand the culture, and if a disaster is still unfolding, as unfortunately it is in Japan, the best thing is to maintain contact through the phone, talk to friends of your children, and start a phone tree, and you never know when one call may make a difference.
And we should point out too, even though some of these regions may not have internet access, may not have phones, the internet can really be your friend here, especially social networking sites.
It absolutely can. We see it in case after case where someone is able to find a missing person through the internet, and we see this after years in some cases. So my advice would be not to give up trying, to keep on searching through the internet, as well as calling friends of your children, and hopefully one thing will lead to another and you will be reunited. That certainly is our hope.
Great advice. David Meltzer, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you.